Leverage, margin, and risk. Get these three things right, and you've got a real shot at this trading game. Get them wrong? Well, you're toast. Today, we're going to make these concepts crystal clear, because honestly, mastering them is everything. Okay, let's get into it. So let's just jump right into the biggest myth out there, shall we? You see your broker offers 1 to 100 leverage and you think, whoa, that's insane risk. But is it? Is having high leverage the same thing as taking on high risk? The answer is a huge, emphatic no. And understanding why is the absolute key to not blowing up your account. You know, you should think of leverage like a super sharp professional chef's knife. In the hands of someone who knows what they're doing, it's an incredible tool. But for most new traders, yeah, they just end up cutting themselves badly. And it's all because they mistake the tool for the actual trading plan. And this really gets to the heart of it. Leverage, that's just a feature. It's a tool your broker hands you that says how much exposure you can get. But risk? Oh, that is all on you. Risk is the conscious choice you make on every single trade. They're not even in the same ballpark. So, if we're going to master the risk part, the part that we actually control, we first have to understand the playground the broker sets up for us. And the two big rules of that playground are leverage and margin. So let's break them down, nice and simple. All right, leverage. Let's cut through all the jargon. All it is borrowed market exposure. That's it. So if your broker gives you 1 to 100 leverage, it just means for every $1 of your own money, they let you control $100 worth of a position. It's just access. It's a key to a bigger door, that's all. Now, if leverage is kind of like the loan, then margin, well, that's your down payment. It's the security deposit. It's that little chunk of your own money the broker sets aside to make sure you can cover your bets. It's how they make sure they don't get left holding the bag if your trade goes south. Of all these terms, the one you've got to watch like a hawk is that last one, margin level percentage. Seriously, think of it as the health bar for your trading account. If that percentage drops too low, you get the dreaded margin call where the broker can just start force closing your trades. That's game over. We want to stay way clear of that. Okay, enough about the broker's world. Let's pivot to your world, the part you have 100% control over. This is where we flip the script. We stop being a passive user of leverage and become an active manager of risk. This right here, this is your survival formula. I love this analogy. It's perfect. Your broker's leverage? That's the top speed printed on the car's speedometer. It might say 200 miles an hour. But your position size? That's how hard you're actually pressing the gas, right? Just because the car can go that fast doesn't mean you should be flooring it through a neighborhood. You are the driver. You decide the speed. And how do you decide? It's not a gut feeling. It's a simple 3-step recipe that you have to follow on every single trade. No exceptions. First, you decide on a small, fixed percentage of your account you're willing to risk, say 1%. Second, you look at the chart and find the exact price where your trade idea is proven wrong. That's your stop loss. Third, and this is the magic part, you use a formula to calculate the exact position size that links your risk to your stop. Theory's great, but let's make this real. We're going to walk through a concrete EURUSD trade so you can see exactly how this formula protects your account and pretty much makes the broker's leverage irrelevant to your actual risk. So here's our setup. We've got a $5,000 account. We're acting like a professional, so we're risking just 1%, which is $50. Our analysis tells us our stop loss needs to be 25 pips away. Now look at that broker leverage, 1 to 30. It's just a fact in the background. It's not driving any of our decisions. So we run the numbers. The formula tells us that to risk exactly $50 with a 25 pip stop, our position size has to be 0.20 lots, not 0.1, not 1.0, exactly 0.20. And this is crucial. That is the only trade size that honors our risk plan. And here's the beautiful part. Look what happens when we do that. By sizing our trade based on our risk, our margin level, that critical health meter, is a super healthy 681%. We are nowhere near a margin call. You see? Proper risk management is the cause, and a healthy margin level is the effect. If you take only one thing away from all of this, let it be this fundamental shift in your mindset. Your job as a trader is not to be a fearless risk taker. It is to be a disciplined, professional risk manager. That's the whole game. And it all comes down to this one single rule. If you do nothing else, just burn this into your brain. Your risk is defined by where you put your stop loss and how you size your position because of that stop. It has absolutely nothing to do with the maximum leverage your broker is dangling in front of you. So let's nail this down one last time. 1. Leverage gives you access. It is not a goal to be maxed out. 2. Your real risk is determined only by your stop and your size. 3. A safe margin level isn't something you aim for, it's what happens naturally when you manage risk correctly. And 4. This is non-negotiable. Calculate your position size before you ever click that buy or sell button. And that brings us to the final, most important question. After seeing how all these pieces fit together, I want you to ask yourself honestly, are you truly in control of your risk on every trade, or have you been letting your broker's leverage control you? Because the answer to that question will define your entire future as a trader.